Once upon a time, in a world where elegance and ambition intertwined, there lived a radiant queen named Barbara B. Smith. Her beauty graced magazine covers, her culinary talents delighted patrons in her upscale restaurants, and her flair for design brought warmth to countless homes. Her empire was a testament to hard work and an indomitable spirit, inspiring many who dreamed of breaking barriers. In 1992, B. Smith's heart was captured by King of all dust, Dan Gasby. Their union seemed like a match made in heaven, blending B's creative brilliance with Dusty Dan's business acumen. Together, they expanded her brand, opening new restaurants and launching product lines that bore her name. To the outside world, they were the epitome of success and love. A power couple, reigning over an empire built on style and grace. But as many fairy tales, darkness loomed on the horizon. In 2013, B was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's disease, a cruel ailment that began to steal her memories, and with them, pieces of her very essence. The vibrant hostess, once the life of every event, started to forget recipes, faces, and eventually her own identity. The empire she had meticulously built began to crumble, its foundation weakened by the relentless progression of her illness. As B's condition deteriorated, duplicitous Dan's demeanor shifted. The man who had once stood steadfastly by her side began to reveal a more sinister nature. In 2018, whispers spread that delusional Dan had taken a mistress, a woman named Alexandra Alex Lerner. The scandal intensified when it was revealed that Alex frequently stayed at the home despicable Dan shared with his ailing wife, sometimes assisting in B's care. To many, this arrangement seemed a heartless betrayal, a violation of the sacred vows made in marriage. Devious Dan defended his actions, claiming that he deserved happiness and companionship, even as his wife languished. He dismissed critics, insisting that Alex's presence brought comfort and that B. Smith, in her diminished state, remained content. But the kingdom was not swayed. The narrative of the devoted husband had been replaced by a callous opportunist, exploiting his wife's vulnerability for his own desires. Sadly, B. Smith's light dimmed on February 22, 2020, when she passed away at the age of 70. The world mourned the loss of a pioneer, a woman who had broken barriers and paved the way for others. Yet, even in mourning, the shadow of dastardly Dan's action loomed large. Shortly after B's death, delusional Dan and Alex's relationship came to an end. In an interview, Dan revealed, "She took off, and whatever, I wished her well." As of 2025, devilish Dan is still alive, living in relative obscurity under a bridge, as most trolls do. And now, this once celebrated media executive now spends his days away from the limelight, which he coveted. Plus the empire he once helped to build, now a distant memory. He occasionally appears at Alzheimer's awareness events, perhaps seeking redemption, but the kingdom's perception remains unforgiving. The fairy tale that began with such promise has now transformed into a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of how quickly one's legacy can be tarnished by the actions that betray the very essence of love and loyalty. And yes, he and his daughter got all her money because she had no biological children. So in the end, no one lived happily ever after. Well, I guess Dan and that daughter of his did, because they haven't worked since, allegedly, and are reveling in the spoils left behind by the icon B. Smith.